Thank you, and thank you, Minister. When the last EU Council meeting took place on December the 15th, it was the last one that Micheál Martin attended as the Taoiseach, and many of the issues discussed that day are still present today. It was so important that he participated in showing how much unity the European Union has on all of these issues. The Council addressed the war in Ukraine and listened to President Zelensky on the immediate needs and the state of play. And so it was important that we say we have huge issues here with moving fast enough to our promises. I would ask the Minister of State to address the issues of those looking to provide service and accommodation to the local authorities for our Ukraine refugees. I have many property owners who can accommodate refugees, and despite my interventions, still await action to arrange this. There seems to be a block in the system, and I would appreciate it if the Minister of State examined the matter to free up the backlog. We all remain very committed to support Ukraine as much as we can, and this European Council has confirmed to reinforce the decisions in this process. But we must be realistic here. We are at a stage where we cannot find homes for those who need them. We have many people sleeping on the street, and there is always, that issue that would come up, while all of us are absolutely committed to helping out any way we can. I am concerned too that our kindness and eagerness to support refugees at this time, that there is a communication mishap, particularly if there is any negativity. And I think that's so important that, we're all here to help, Minister. We're all here to do our best. And I know myself that the biggest issue I feel facing us is, as TDs, we're not being informed when refugees or those seeking international protection are coming, so we can offer whatever assistance we need to help on the ground, and that's important that we are there. But again, I just think the communication here is a huge issue. I want to commend the European Council for expressing its condolences to the family of the Irish soldier Sean Rooney at that meeting. Private Rooney lost his life while in the UN operating in Lebanon, and I extend my sympathy to his family and his colleagues, and also sympathy for the victims and those injured in the accident. Just last week, the Taoiseach was adamant that those responsible for the killing of Private Sean Rooney must be brought to justice, and I totally agree with his sentiments. Carlo has a long history of sending soldiers to Lebanon, and his untimely death was mourned in my own county as it was around the country. This month, over 200 military officers, enlisted personnel were confirmed with an academic award for members of the Defence Force by the South East Technological University, which was really great to see the future of our peacekeeping so vibrant. It was the first South East Technological University conferring for the Defence Forces, and personally, and it was great to see them there to receive their award in person since 2019. In fact, this ceremony was the largest annual military graduation in the state from a higher education institution. Due to the nature of their military service, some had to have their awards accepted on behalf, as some of them were currently serving in Lebanon and Mali and other duties overseas. They are doing such important work, and I want to wish all who serve in our Defence Force well. I wish for their safety in their jobs, and I support the many calls to address the inadequate pay, pensions and conditions for our Army, Air Corps and Navy. A recent PQ by a colleague here in the Chamber revealed that 591 people left the Defence Forces and only 300 were recruited. We have to address this, Minister, and we have to ask why. And when will the state implement the technical pay agreement agreed in July 2019? The EU Working Time Directive does not apply to the Defence Forces, and I am hearing so many stories of this personally, and of course the huge amount of hours. I also regularly meet Defence Forces families in my clinics where there are such low wages they qualify for the working family payment support from the state. This is unacceptable, and we should sow our unity to this together in this House and find solutions so we can support the growth of this career path for the citizens who wish to pursue it. And I just think it's important to wish everyone well today. We're so lucky in Ireland, we have such great Defence Forces, and I just think, Minister, pay and conditions and proper wages, that is so important, if anything, from today. Thank you so much.